First of all, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. What I would want and I would pray for before I make my contribution. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader has pronounced himself. I believe that this discussion that we are having in this house is futile. It's an exercise in futility. Because the questions we have are close to 30. Like me, I've not even asked her who are the owners of the financial platform. You know, she's insisting that Shah and Chief are working. The reality is that everybody in our republic is talking about how that system doesn't work. In fact, I even want her to explain to me why NHIF was removed from providing the basic services. We knew that NHIF had issues of corruption and mismanagement in terms of the payments which were being, we knew all that. But you see, Mr. Speaker, what has happened is, I see the CS really struggling. Can I make a special request? See, because I had the majority leader make a contribution, and indeed, the speaker who left before you came in did not pronounce himself what we need to do. I believe that this matter cannot be interrogated on the floor of the House. Maybe we need to have it in committee so that we can spend even a whole day to run through the figures, to ask those critical questions, because everything I hear here, Mr. Speaker, is like this whole exercise is just a confusion and a rearrangement of things which I don't even understand. And Mr. Speaker, I'm not very literate. I'm averagely somebody who's been to school. So can we, as a Senate, ask the CS so that she can go and prepare herself, so that she can bring we go through this with a tooth comb, so that once and for all, we may be able to decide, is it working or it's not? If it's not working, we go back to NHIF and fix it so that it continues working, because NHIF was doing better than what is happening right now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Hamida, and please be brief. We need to move to the next question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For me, I will, in fact, I just want to remind Madam CS and even the PS, Harry, who was there, that I told you, make us your friends. We shall work with you. Convert us. I mean, have time with the Senate. In fact, I had even offered that we shall mobilize through my chair, Senator Mandago. We shall mobilize the senators only and have time with us to take us through, then we'll understand and we shall walk the talk. But unfortunately, that has not been done. Just a quick one, Madam Waziri. The standoff between the private and the government, the same share. I mean, looking at the digital claims right now, they're being processed in a way that they have been plagued with failures, Madam Waziri. Forcing providers to revert back to the manual system. And also you're talking about the success story and the success rate for patients' verification problems are still there, Madam Speaker. So kindly just address the standoff between the private hospital and the government hospital for the date of how you're planning to resolve the crisis. Thank you.
Senator Joe Nyotu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I join my majority leader in saying that the Senate should be given equal recognition, if not more recognition, by the ministry, especially because health is devolved. I only hope and pray that that is not aimed at maybe preparing ground for laying off some people, Mr. Speaker. But coming to my question, especially regarding the baby from Nyandarua, I would like the CS to tell this House, Mr. Speaker, what SHA is doing for patients whose medication is not available locally, Mr. Speaker. And I say this because there are very many rare diseases. I don't know whether she knows about Gaucher's disease, which is a rare disease and whose treatment is not available locally, and where aid is given. Mr. Speaker, there are very many and high taxes paid, charged by the government from those donors. So what exactly is the position of rare diseases, especially those whose treatment is not available locally, and what is SHA doing about the same, with specific reference to Gaucher's disease? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Finally, Senator Wambua.
Mr. Speaker, as a Senator, I'm grossly and completely underwhelmed by the responses from the CS. And I want to join my colleagues, Mr. Speaker, to request the House to direct that the Speaker, the CS, makes arrangements to appear before a committee of the whole House so we can engage on issues, especially on SHA and SHIF. The Speaker, lastly, I don't know whether Senator Madago saw the right person. I don't know that person. I would actually feel insulted if the CEO of SHA was seated at the gallery when the CS is responding to questions about SHA on the floor. That goes, Mr. Speaker, to show the contempt with which this ministry treats this House. Mr. Speaker, if that is the case, then...
Senator Wambua, would you like to be informed by Senator Wafula?
He can inform me later. After this, he can inform me. So, Mr. Speaker, if that's the case, then, Mr. Speaker, it's terrible. Really, this is very terrible. Mr. Speaker, let's arrange to have a meeting of the Committee of the Whole so that we engage with this CS. I thank you.
Very well, Senators. Very well, Wafula, I'll give you that opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable. Give me my mic. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity for me to inform my Honorable Senior Member that Honorable Senator not afford every staff to be seated here. So it is important that your message is at home, but the home is not at home. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
We have to proceed. I'll give Cabinet Secretary an opportunity to respond to all the matters that were raised, and then we proceed to the next question.
Yes. With regards to baby Ariana, SHA has not received an invoice from Fortis Hospital, India. Upon receipt, SHA will review and make payments of what is allowed according to the benefit package. But I really thank you and acknowledge the things that have been discussed, and especially the way forward in regards
order,
to
Honorable Senators, order. You asked the questions, please pay attention to the answer. Senator Mandago, Senator Wafula, please let's listen to the CS in silence.
For us to meet the committee and engage possibly in a retreat or for a whole day session. That way we can be able to flesh out, identify where we can work together. As I said earlier, we really need to collaborate. We need to work together so that we can have SHA being a success.